This game is like fucking a fat woman. Fun and challenging trying to prevent her from crushing your pelvis, but the more challenging it is for her to not crush you, the more you have to keep trying. Our line drawing journey continues in the pink forest. The puzzles in this area are related to the trees located in front of the screens. If you pay attention, you will see that the tree branches are the same as the path design on the screen. The path you should follow is the one with the red fruit on it. This is all very straightforward at start, simply replicate the branch on the screen for the first few puzzles, but then this bastard comes. After looking at the tree, it seems obvious what path should be followed, but when doing it, it appears wrong. I realized that I was missing something. Upon further inspection of the path and the tree, I noticed this broken branch. When I checked the path, the broken branch was shown on the opposite side. Sneaky motherfuckers flipped the path on the screen. As soon as I realized this, the solution was simple. The next tree didn't have a red fruit. I assumed the fat bastard ate it. This clearly meant that the clue to finding the correct path was something else. It didn't take long for me to compare the branches with the path, and one of the branches didn't fit the path on the screen. I attempted to solve it, and it was correct. Great success. The gate opened, and I had access to an area that contains several different things. The first one is the half-eaten fruit, with a paper that has this logo on it that reminds of sun rays a bit. The little building nearby has a bunch of drawings of the human heart. My guess is that the fat bastard spent his days here eating fruit and planning to sacrifice human hearts to the gods of the sun. I can already tell that this cannot possibly work, because he didn't put any rugs anywhere. Aside from these few clues, there's nothing here, but I was confident that the island will eventually explain itself. I set foot towards the desert, but this wouldn't be the first time I visited it. The first time I came here, I had no clue what to do, so I left the area and explored. While I explored the island, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, I encountered this statue that is reaching for a glass on top of the glass cabinet. I couldn't really understand what this all was about, but once I turned around and noticed the shadow, I realized that the island was trying to tell me how shadows and the sun are important in some way. I also found a small beach where the fat bastard relaxed and drank something. I wonder, did he maybe drown? But anyway, we're back in the desert. My first plan was to make sense of this large entrance wall. Since now I knew that the sun was somehow important, I ran around and attempted to figure it out. As I moved towards the entrance, I noticed how the sun made the big circle shine under a certain angle. This seemed like a bullshit attempt, but to my surprise, the entire fucking wall interacted with me, and I was able to do something. I didn't know what exactly happened, but I noticed more patterns in this area that could potentially become interactable. I found this place a bit further away, and I was able to draw a line on it as well, which launched something from itself. I still didn't know what the fuck. Upon further tests, I went to the top of the wall and noticed how even more things became shiny. In order to properly draw a line, I had to get in a position where the end was visible. As I reached the end, something flew back towards the area I came from. Now it made sense. This black tower represents something related to lines that can be created while interacting with the world. Let me be clear, I still have no idea what any of this means, but I will find out. I did find another place in the desert, this strange design, possibly a monument dedicated to the gods of the sun. I got sick of searching for more patterns, so I went inside the walls and tried to figure out these puzzles. I assumed it had something to do with the sun and shadows, but I couldn't find the solution. I was just about to quit when the gods gave me a sign that made me slap myself. Apparently the solutions to these puzzles is shown when the sun shines over them. It is completely logical when you think about it. I thought about it, but it looks like I'm stupid. Once I knew the logic, solving all of these was very simple. Some of them were a bit problematic because the shadows blocked off certain parts of them, so I had to guess the correct path, but in the end I managed to do all of them and the underground door was unlocked. These puzzles needed a lot of guessing as well, and once I completed them, this one on the ground opened. To solve this one, I needed to use the lights within the room. Each light gave me a tiny part of the solution, so once I used all of them, I had it. Keep in mind that I'm not writing anything on paper yet, it's all in my mind. I know that later in the game writing on paper will be necessary because some puzzles will get very fucky. The next room was slightly different. The first puzzle was the same, but the second one seemed like a bitch. I couldn't find a good angle. I walked around like a stupid idiot, but the shine didn't appear. And then I realized, the puddle. The shine was in the fucking puddle. The puddle revealed the solutions to all other puzzles in this area, so I was able to open the next door as well. Now this place is a proper ass-butt. There is a water level controller on the side that moves the water up and down. The solutions are shown for a brief moment while the water is moving, and since it is inverse, it was slightly confusing connecting the lines properly. Once the first two were done, I got stuck on this third one. I just don't know what the fuck this is. There are two more puzzles in this area, this big grid and a normal one hidden behind this wall. I still haven't done them, but I need to open that next door. The door needs to be opened. I will figure it out and open the fucking door. Thanks for watching, and I hope you understand the genius design of this island. It is truly the ultimate puzzle game. I have been Petard, your glorious lord, and may the blessings of Petard eternally touch your butt.